I cannot believe that there's a full-size statue of a Blackthorn warhorse outside of the PF Chang's in Century City.
It's actually the size of a small wyvern.
There's a wyvern-sized horse outside of this PF Chang's. Blew my
Uh,
mind.
the Blackthorn. They're coming
Welcome
to feed
back.
us dumplings.
The traditional Valtaran lettuce wraps.
Yeah. God, I haven't ripped a good PF Chang's in a while.
PF Chang's or Pei Wei? Gun to your head.
PF Chang's all day.
Really?
But it's a different price point.
That's why I'd pick Pei Wei, because
Yeah.
I would air casual. You know me.
You ever eat some
I'm not
spare
a
ribs
black
at the
tie
bar
kind
of
of guy.
the You ever eat some spare ribs at the bar of the downtown Austin PF Chang's, man? That's
We did get
peak.
drinks in Vegas. We got to-go drinks from PF Chang's.
That was a mistake.
Was it?
It was like a lukewarm beer that took 10 minutes to
Yeah, it
come
was
out.
terrible. I mean, and it took forever. And I had to stare at the slot machine that stole some hundreds of dollars from me.
Yeah, you and the slots don't go together.
Slot demon was in my
Funny
brain.
enough, I've been playing the lottery this week. Went from never having done it to buying lottery tickets 4 nights in a row.
Like the Powerball type
Yeah.
thing. I feel like we've even discussed this on the podcast. Everyone should be buying a lottery ticket every day. There's no reason not to.
There's so many reasons not to.
Why? It's like $1.
Well, yeah, but it adds up.
Does it? I mean, it does, of course. Like, if you can't afford $1 a day, don't buy the lotto. But if you can, could be the best dollar you ever spend.
The question is, should I pick the same numbers every time or different numbers every time?
I think, like, mathematically, it doesn't fucking matter, right?
I don't think it matters whatsoever.
I know people do their birthdays, but I don't like mine because my birthday is entirely 1s and 9s, which is very cool, but that ain't never gonna happen on the Powerball.
1, 11, 19.
Yeah, I know. Oh, well. Okay, welcome
Anyway,
back.
but I'm gonna be a millionaire pretty soon, and then I'm gonna
Yeah.
quit this stupid pod.
I'm going to
this ball and
finally
chain
be able to
holding
quit
me
this
down.
podcast.
God.
That would be so funny. We hate these books, man. We're just doing this
It's
to keep the
fucking
lights
terrible.
on.
God, this is my full-time income.
Yeah.
Negative
we
$40 a month.
We always do announcements at the hour 30 mark.
Yeah.
You mind if I change that?
Yeah, maybe we should hook our listeners in with something.
Okay. Next week, we will be releasing our Bang Bang double feature dinner and a movie Odyssey episode.
It's fantasy. It matches the show. Sue us.
No, it's real. I mean, all the casting disputes, it's very real. Okay.
It's true.
So, anyways, we're going to be doing the movie. We're going to be doing the poem, and some other fun and games. So I'm very excited about that after the success of I don't know if it was successful. We went kind of viral with the Project Hail Mary summary on TikTok.
We had one TikTok that did well.
It did. I had a call. I looked at it right after I posted it, and no one had watched it. And then I logged back on. Thousands of people had watched it.
Yeah. Can't wait for them all to subscribe.
Oh, yeah. And if you like the summaries, we do have a TikTok at Book2isbetter. We are slowly getting them up there.
Yeah. We also have a
that's on me.
YouTube if you ever want to watch our faces, which not many people do, but it's there.
No, the algorithm, I don't know. We don't know what to do with it, but it's there if that's your preferred way of consuming it.
We put in very
maybe
little
put a
work,
link in show notes. Yeah.
But feel free to look at our faces.
Okay.
We're also going to be reading The Ice after the Odyssey. So we're continuing on with Cahill. We're going to bang through the series here.
The Valeris?
Indeed.
Yeah, in a way. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, we're okay. Odyssey, The Ice,
Book 4.
Empires and Dust, question mark?
Yep.
Of Empires and Dust.
Of Empires and Dust.
Which, by my count, is substantially shorter than this book.
This book was long.
This is a chunky, man.
I mean, we
I don't
did
even know
4 full episodes. We could have done 5 or 6 because
it's
a beast. Props to anyone who read this whole book.
This and Stormlight are the only books that I've had where I'm like, This is physically uncomfortable to read.
Your
I
book
love a
cube.
physical copy, but the book cube is horrible. I have to prop it up on a pillow so I don't have to support its tremendous girth.
I love a girthy book.
I do like a girthy book though. Like being on page 20 of the book cube is so fun. You're like,
Yeah.
man, got a whole
I'm
book in.
thinking since I've read all the series on Kindle because it's significantly cheaper just on a per book basis.
True.
However, I really like Cahill and I like the series, so I might invest in a nice, you know,
Do
leather
the broken
bound or
binding
hard copy
stuff.
series.
Yeah. Those are all coming out.
Yeah,
Get it signed.
honestly, yeah.
Um, okay. Well, very little fun and games here. I feel like this is a very business. It's because we're recording in the middle of the workday.
It is. We are both online actively.
This is a shareholder meeting
And
for the
Jam Boss,
pod.
if you're listening, have fun on vacation.
I'm gonna check my email real quick. Okay, nothing urgent. We're good. Well, we did it. We finished it. Thoughts on the ending?
The ending was fantastic. It brought back vintage Sanderlanche feelings for me of just kind of pure page ripping excitement. And it's a solid like 100+ pages of climax.
Yeah, very well earned. So great having everyone more or less in the same place, doing the same kinds of things.
Yeah.
It was great. What a wonderful fight.
The fight was fun. I thought he did a really good job just converging storylines. There were a couple
Yeah,
twists and turns that were very surprising, but I think were laid out with a
yeah.
really strong foundation to make it believable. And
Underscores the
yeah,
importance of the novellas. Like,
the
I
novellas
can't
are
imagine the
so
series no
crucial.
novellas. Like, they are, for anyone who hasn't read them, you're missing out, man. I would go read
Yeah,
them.
that's absolutely mandatory. I do not think there's anything standalone about them whatsoever.
Yeah, no, I don't think that he pitches them as unnecessary. I think it's
No.
like as compared to the Stormlight novellas, I think these are sort of
Or
pitched
Sun
as.
Eater, which we read zero of.
We read enough Sun Eater, my friend. Oh, speaking of, if any of you are in the DC area, Travis is going to be going to Christopher Rocchio's keynote speech at the Catholic University of America in a couple months.
It's actually the lay keynote right after the clergy
Well,
keynote.
he's not a man of the cloth,
Yeah.
so they can't give him that full spot. Travis, what is he speaking about?
I believe it was like an ode to the intellectual nerdism of building like Catholicism or Christian culture as the culture. I don't know.
Fantasy
It
as
was some
religious
word
propaganda.
vomit. And that has word vomit. Let me be clear. No criticism of religion itself here. Criticism of the way his panel description was written. It was hot garbage.
That's not very nice of you to say.
I'm saying it anyway.
Okay. Lay keynote, Christopher Rocchio, it's called Baptizing the Imagination, a letter to the nerds. What role has speculative fiction to play in building not a parallel Christian culture, but a Christian place in the culture?
Mm.
All caps the. Tolkien instilled the Christian ethos in many non-Christian readers. Did he? And what the fuck does
I was
that
going
mean?
to say, spot the lie.
How might we, his intellectual and fanish descendants, continue this accidental apostolate not by rote evangelism or naked preachments? That can't be a word. But by living the gospels in the world we are called to witness to. By tracing Tolkien's impact on the broader culture and in his own life, Christopher hopes to show how we, as Christian nerds, might be a light in dark places when all other lights go out. I don't know if he wrote this, man.
That's now that you've read
It's
it
in the third
again.
person.
Yeah, it might be about him. So that's on the organizer.
I mean, say what you will about Rocchio. That boy writes a good sentence.
I don't think he put
I don't know if
preachments
this
in
is
his
it. It's
sentence.
got some of the words he would use, but just it doesn't have the flow.
Yeah.
So
I'm also
yeah,
not sure what the through line is, but
what does it mean to instill the Christian ethos in non-Christian readers? What
well,
is the Christian
just
ethos?
read some Tolkien and find out.
I have a trad wife, so I guess it did happen. But
You also have the opposite of a trad wife.
There's some evidence to suggest I do not have a trad wife.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Kathy loves her job more than she loves anything else in this
Maybe
world.
that's the new angle. It's like Yeah, a woman can be a trad wife and a physicist. It can be a trad wife and sole breadwinner and a scientist. That's fine. Um,
Uh,
trad wife's a state of mind, man.
it's
Okay,
true.
we got to get back to the book
We're reading, by the way, chapters 64 to the end
of War and Ruin.
of War and Ruin.
Do you want to do more wheel spinning, or do you just want to summarize this bad boy?
Well, all the stuff I want to do, like good and bad and highlights, requires a summary first. So I think you should just rip it.
Okay,
And this
cool.
is record time, only 10 minutes of fluff.
It's funny because I felt so sidetracked there. And this is normally the time when we start talking about the book. Again, shareholders meeting. Someone's keeping the minutes in the back.
Man, I
Billy.
was really offended when I went to edit our last episode. The Riverside is the platform we use, and it has an AI editing feature that sometimes I just see what it has to say about it. So I was like, can you identify the fluff or like any parts that we need to edit? And it said, I've removed the first 16 minutes of the show. Is like low quality, low
Quality, rambling,
lowbrow.
incoherent, not about the book.
And I was like,
Um,
undo, please. That is
yeah,
crucial.
the AI doesn't understand the vision.
No, it
That's why
doesn't get
AI
it.
can't make art, baby. Okay.
It also, oh
That
my God, I
said,
forgot to tell you. It also said it tried to cut some of our wagons segment because it's like
what?
the joke ran on a little bit too long.
It didn't run on long enough. We're going to bring the joke back up in this episode.
It's
It's a
whittling
wagon,
wagon
baby.
time.
For those of you who didn't get to the hour 20 mark, it's a half dragon, half wyvern. It's a wagon. Okay. Damn it. I can't start the summary in this mindset here. I got to deep
Lock the
breath.
fuck in.
Deep breath. Okay. Summary of chapters 64 through the end of War and Ruin. We braved the sewers of Dicka Dicka. We staved off madness in the burned lands. And in our greatest feat, we read 50,000 pages of this goddamn book. But all's well that ends well. And folks, this ending is a goddamn banger. Alina is crowned queen of Valtara, and her loyal subjects meet her with offerings of gold, frankincense, and myrrh. Judas!
Judas.
Those pesky Valtarans couldn't revolt their way out of a Lorian speeding ticket, but goddamn are they good at revolting against their own people. When the dust settles, Dann and Alina have lost a substantial portion of their army and a substantial amount of the faith they had in the people who stayed. But Dann and Belina are finally reunited, so who cares about all that? Our favorite autistic battle scholar, Rist, is still with the Lorian army, and they're making ready for an occult ritual during the blood moon that involves a bunch of blood and human sacrifice and urax and the color red, which, if he were better at reading social cues, would probably have told him that he has now aligned himself with the god of death and pain. Back in Rivendell, Cahill is getting dragon lessons from Paralympic Dragon Guard when, surprise, Ella shows up. And unfortunately for Aeson, Ella immediately blows up his spot by asking Cahill if he got any of the hundreds of letters and mind messages she sent to Aeson. Cahill throws an almighty temper tantrum and flies off to Depression Island to meet with the reclusive member of the Dragon Guard. He gets her account of the fall of the Order, which, to be fair to Aeson, was exactly the same as his account of the fall of the Order, and Cahill returns to Elfindom just in time for the Blood Moon and the arrival of the Lorien army. The end of the book sees a war playing out on two fronts, the Lorien army versus the forces gathered in Rivendell, and Fane and Co. versus like 30 Knights of Acheron. And if you've paid attention to any of the exploits of the KOA, you know exactly how this plays out. They puddle jump into the middle of Fane's ritual, rugby punt a couple horses, get themselves killed, and puddle jump away. I guess some credit is due because they cut the ritual short and Uruk split the Uruk splitter, which is actually kind of sad because Magnus never got the chance to smash. Notwithstanding the KOA's intervention, Fane is able to summon the chosen soldiers of Ephialtir into the mortal plane, which, according to Rist, is really going to be great for the continent of Etheria. In the Darkwood, Cahill and co. decide to take the fight to the Loriens rather than wait to be chicken shawarma'd by the Dragon Guard on the city walls. The plan is to use the Loriens as human shields against the Dragon Guard, but that only works if you're fighting against people who don't think death is actually a good thing. Just when all seems lost and teeny tiny Valeris is about to get munched by 3 full-grown dragons, Ella has the bright idea to meat puppet the blind, depressed dragons of the Rakina. She gets most of the dragons killed, but they do send the Dragon Guard packing, so I guess it was worth it. Finally, Cahill ends the fight by puking dragon fire on what remains of the Lorien army. Hooray! The book ends with a cryptic chapter on the stew god himself, Raka, who might be an actual god, and a quick check-in with the elven queen Vandrian, who's got weather druids and plans for conquest on the mind. I was kind of hoping for a Fane chapter, but whatever. The book was long enough. The end.
Grats. Well done.
Last summary of this
Murder.
book.
Judas.
Judas.
So good.
As I was getting to that, I was like, I don't know if I can deliver this line. I feel like I have to
You
be
pulled it off.
there. Murder.
And I knew where you were going, which was impressive.
Yeah, I figured you would. We're pretty coached up on vines, I think.
Yeah.
Okay.
What
You
a
want to
book.
start in Valtara?
Yeah.
Eat your
Valtara's a weird.
veggies.
That's kind of how it feels. I'm like, all I
Yeah.
want to do is talk about Cora air bending her way through a wheelchair fight, but not gonna
Yeah,
fucking
we're
talk
like
about
going
Valtara.
on a jog before the bar.
Yeah, it's
You
truly.
take
This is
four
like
sleds if you go run.
this is like doing push-ups before like a beach party. I don't know.
Should we do another horrible comparison?
Yeah.
This is like eating ass before getting your ass ate.
Man. That was the worst one of all.
That's the fourth one. What are you talking about? That's a comedy one. That's for jokes. AI is going to say to cut that.
Yeah, I was like, oh, the joke was not that funny.
Okay. Queen Alina, all hail, all hail.
Why is she so pouty all the time?
She sucks, dude. Fuck her.
And segment over.
Yeah, all she wants to do is kill and whine.
Well, it's just weird that
Charge they phone, lie, hot chip.
the main scene that she has at the beginning of the section, she's literally just being like a pouty teenager.
Yeah.
And so they make her queen. Like that's the
Yeah.
consequence of her throwing a hissy fit is they literally just pause the conversation and say, what if we just made you queen too?
I guess that gets, squeaky wheel gets the grease, right? Who complains more than the people who have all the power and money in the world?
That's true.
Yeah.
Um,
I just don't fucking like these people, man. They got no riz. They got no yucks. There's nothing. Thank God Bellina's with them now. Jeez.
Bellina's going to make it a lot better. Dane's like manipulation of the rebels was kind of cool for a little while,
Yeah.
though. I'll give him that. But
Yeah, there's
it was
some
also really
planning.
short-sighted because what happens when you kill a guy's dad in front of him? They rebel. It
I'll
always
probably be
happens.
pissed off, especially when we've heard throughout the book, like, all these warring factions, but now we're together. It's like,
All these
okay, well,
minor houses.
old habits die hard, my friends.
Yeah, they're like, look at this beautiful flag we made of a unified Valtara.
And like all the shit we got from Alina about like our final stand, we all die. I was like, okay, well, knowing what we know about the Valtarans, they're probably not going to be down for that.
No.
Probably not all down to die.
My one prediction reading this that absolutely didn't come true was that Mira was going to die. I thought for sure she was going to die in the rebellion and it was going to trigger Dane,
Absolutely.
and he was going to go on like a war path. But instead it's Marlon, who I really liked.
I know. It's just like a... Wait, who's the guy who died in Dicka Dicka? Ivan. It's another Ivan, and Theramon, we know his fucking days are numbered. Like,
right.
All the wise old mentors are cooked.
I know. But Marlon was like a genuine good... He was like the Alfred Pennyworth of House of Terry's, you know?
Is that Lego Batman?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
I've been getting served a lot of YouTube shorts of Justice League animated series content. So I'm feeling really up on
From
my,
like when
my
we were
Batman
kids?
and Robin. Yeah. It's pretty solid. It's pretty
I don't
solid.
think I don't know why. Obviously, my parents, as kind of people who were in a cult, didn't let me watch a lot. But Batman was off the list. I wasn't allowed to watch Batman
Really?
growing up. I don't know why.
Is it because he was a foster child?
Yeah. I guess they didn't want me knowing about I was going to say divorce, but his parents, in a way, they got divorced.
They got divorced from the world.
Their marriage was annulled through death, I think. Yeah. I don't know, because my parents were always like classic Americans. They're like violence, good, kissing, evil.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Classic TV.
Yeah, whatever.
Anyway. Oh,
Judas.
question though. Since when can Dane whip out a Nithral?
That was new, right?
Well, I made the assumption that something happened between the exile and current day Dane,
Yeah.
where he killed more people and learned how to make one. But that was new for us.
What if Theron taught him? Yeah, that was new for us. It's also like because of the way Voltarians see the spark, he hasn't really had a chance to flex his
Yeah,
full capability. So hopefully now that they've seen him make a magic sword, he can just kind of
do that.
stunt on some people. Yeah, keep
Yeah,
doing that.
I don't think he needs to hold back now that half his friends and family are dead. You know.
And most of his army's deserted.
Yeah, probably time to show him what you
Yeah,
got.
full. Yeah, be as strong as you can, my friend, because you got nobody with you.
Oh well, he's Belina with him though.
Now she's worth an army, and I like that. Once again, Ryan Cahill, king of self awareness. When Belina sees Dane, she's like, "You're gonna love this guy. He's exactly like you." It's like, so they are just the same, right?
It's
Yeah.
so good. I actually, when she first appeared, I was like, wait, I haven't thought this through. Like, how is Mira gonna react? His girlfriend lover to like this hot assassin lady that he's spent years with just coming into the picture. Like a little jealousy could be in store, but then she immediately flirts with Alina, and it's like, okay,
Yeah, I was
we're
like,
good.
she's trying to bang everybody. I think she'll feel not threatened
I
because
think so.
Belina's going to be trying to hook up with her, not Dane.
Yeah, it was great.
Yeah.
Anyway, well, and that's
That's
Valtara in a nutshell.
where's that going?
Um, they're
Other
probably going
than
to unite with another army or something. I don't know.
yeah, it just feels like they don't have like a purpose right now on their own other than being a force that can join Aeslin's force later.
I just think now that we know Ella and her druidic powers, spoiler alert, Ella and her
Ella,
druidic powers
Ella,
can
eh,
control dragons. I'm ready for her to control an army of wyvern
wagons. Yeah.
wagons.
Yeah, I still think that's a great prediction. And let's get her over there.
Cool. You want to do some Ella
I want.
Farda?
Oh, yeah. So this, we get, I don't even know how to describe this. It's like if you got together with all of your exes. You got Tanner and Farda, and then if they're going to see Asen, this is just social anxiety times a million.
This is
Horrible.
rough, man. You got a lot to answer for. It's
Yeah.
people he's betrayed over hundreds of years all together in one room.
Why was Tanner's GF slash wife slash whatever cool with him leaving? That didn't make sense to me.
Yeah, it was a little strange.
I feel like she'd been so angry about him doing all this stuff for Ella, and she's like, well, he can take care of himself. He's a big, strong boy.
She, yeah, that's a character that's I think going to fade away in importance.
I wonder if it's one of those, like, if it's a Fritz, or like, she
Yeah.
ain't going nowhere, man. I'm sorry.
Oh,
We're
poor
getting her out of
Fritz.
here.
Wow, Fritz was like, man, Fritz had his 2 chapters of glory after a 2 book gap. Poor guy.
What was his glory? Trying to kill Kaylin again?
Yeah, getting just
Getting his
split.
head ripped off by Eric? Yeah. Yeah.
Eric is okay. Question is Eric the most underdeveloped character in this entire series?
Dude, but like in a sad way,
Yeah,
where I know Eric is so much cooler than Dolan.
he came in so hot too. He was the cool guy in the bar and the axe throwing contest. That scene's look.
He's
I've
the
read
better son.
4,000 pages of the series, and that scene still sticks out to me from book one.
Yeah, and character assassination. The only shit we really got from him was him losing his absolute mind
Yeah.
in the Burned Lands. I keep thinking the Burnt Lands.
Is it burned or burnt?
It is, but I'm thinking Burnt Peanut.
Burnt peanut.
Yeah,
Peanut.
the Burnt Lands.
Um,
Yeah, Eric, sad, missed opportunity. Also, hold on. Can we go to Gay Corner?
Yeah. Gay corner.
Gay
Oh!
Corner. Wow. Hold on. This is AI is going to say that it's not good podcasting to
It's
have
like
me scroll through my Kindle app.
typically it's lower corner, not gay corner.
Okay, I'm going to preface this by saying I swear there have been comments like this in this series before. It's Eric and Tarman.
Mm-hmm.
Tarman speaking. I'll strangle you while you sleep, Tarman said, dropping back onto his arse. Is that a
Arse.
promise or a threat? Eric gave Tarman a wink, then slapped him playfully on the back of the head. You're always trying to get into my bed. You'd be so lucky, little shit.
That's just some classic guy humor right there.
Is it locker room talk?
I think
Or
it's
is there
I think it's
something there?
two dudes who've been on the march for about a year together talk.
Yeah.
But I'd actually love it if I ship that couple. I stan.
Wait, hold on. Tarman, was he from Beldoir or did he
Yeah,
predate
he
Beldoir?
was the
Okay,
he was
okay.
the head of
Okay,
the
so they
Beldoir and
met in
Kingsguard.
Beldoir.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, I didn't know if he like came from Ericland. No, of course not.
No, no, he's a knight without a home, but he found his home in Eric.
Hedge Knight. Literally. Okay.
Literally.
Yeah.
Anywho,
Well,
back to a totally different part of the
let's
story.
put a pin in that.
So anyway, Ella and Farda are hanging out.
They're hanging out. You know what I didn't remember? That Farda killed Ella's mom and didn't tell her.
Yeah, what the fuck?
Did he know though? Did
He
he? He
had
knew that he
to.
lit their house on fire.
He had to because they were like chasing the Drawlid. They were chasing Kaelin back home.
But I wonder from his perspective, he's like, I lit half the buildings in that town on fire, dude. I had no fucking clue your mom was in there. Maybe he
I,
did.
I think he had to assume that the two people kneeling and begging for Kaelin's life were probably his parents.
Did he? This is a dumb question. Did he tell her that he killed her dad?
No, because he didn't. Rendell killed her dad.
Oh. Yeah. Okay. Cool. So I
Yeah,
didn't
it
kill
was
your
Rendell
dad,
and
dude.
Farda.
I only killed your mom.
He's like, I just burned the rest of the
Chill
village.
the fuck out. All I was trying to do is burn your family home. I didn't want to kill her.
It feels like a pretty consequential thing to leave out, given that he gives her this whole like sob story. He gives her the whole backstory, the story of the coin, the story of how he felt after the fall. That he like doesn't hurt so much when he's around her. But what did you think was going to happen when she found out you killed her mom?
That's tough. Is it a deal breaker if your crush kills your mom?
Clearly, it was for Ella because she wanted to murder him.
Okay, we'll we'll get there. We should go to Farda's backstory again. Yeah. Best character in the book. Loved it. This was so great. In the origin, so correct me if I get anything wrong here. Origin of the coin was they were in a deathly battle with Aeson and some other people. And I think they sort of reached like a stalemate. And they could have either just flown off or try to really nails in the coffin, go get him. They decide to do a coin flip, him and another dragon rider. He flips it, and the coin says, just go away.
Yeah.
And Farda says, fuck this coin. Let's go kill these people. Doesn't work out.
No, it doesn't. And Aeson murders like 3 other Dragonbound. I'm excited for the ice or whatever, because we're going to get some scenes of how Aeson is just stabbing dragons and then
he keeps sticking his sword into dragons' heads, which seems unbelievable given every dragon fight we've seen.
Yeah, it seems truly outrageous that he's able to pick off and assassinate Dragonbound.
Yeah.
But yeah, Farda, after that moment and after all the tragedy that comes after, including losing his dragon, he basically says, I'm going to follow this coin no matter what.
Yeah. Can't feel any pain, man.
But there was the backstory thing that we didn't get answered. I'm curious if you caught it, was what made him rebel in the first place during the fall. Because he said something about the Dragonbound took something from him that was like unacceptable, but they never actually say what they took from him. And this was pre-fall, so I'm wondering if we're going to get that at any point.
I'm trying to think what it could be, but I don't know.
Family, I mean, wife.
Because we just haven't really heard anything about Farda's life other than his dragon, right? Like wife, kids, whatever. Yeah. We'll see. Maybe he's Garamond's kid.
Oh, no,
we know that's not true because Garamond and Farda interacted.
And also Garamond, we get the confirmation that Garamond had to kill his kid in front of Fane.
That was horrible.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, damn.
Garamond's a real one. Shit.
Yeah.
But yeah, anyway, so the group that we're in, which is now larger and then immediately smaller, is Tanner and Yana and Hala and Ilyain and Farda and Ella, which are a lot of names that sound the exact same. But
yeah, I've committed myself to knowing Ilyain, Tanner.
Shout out Belina for being like, Alina and Belina, we can't hang out like this.
Again, self-awareness king.
So good.
Where's the Dane and Dallin and Damon version of that comment?
Get out of here.
I'm waiting for it.
But we're heading to Aravel, to Rivendell.
We're going to very cool, through the glamour. a really, well, I guess a very nice reunion between Kayla and Ella.
Yeah.
Um, but an awkward one given Farda's existence. So
Yeah. This is a big positive for Ella in life. To walk into a place and find both your brothers,
that's what a come up.
that's a huge come up.
Yeah. Get to see the dragon boy. Haim is alive.
Wow.
Um, it's tough to immediately follow that with your boyfriend killed your mom.
Pretty terrible. And also Dan making fun of you for having a broken nose. That's ugly.
Yeah, that's the best. Can I lodge a prediction?
Yeah.
Yeah, Dan and Ella forever, dude. Why not?
It makes so much sense. They would be so
Why
good.
not?
Because Dan is going to be pursued by the surviving elf lady from the battle.
Yeah, that was
Lyrie.
sad that his well, now it makes it easier to choose.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, your sister got burnt to a crisp, so
I
guess that
would have
just
picked
leaves
you
two
had
of
she
us.
not been crispied.
I like
Trust
my
me, you're
I like
way
my
hotter.
girls a little medium rare, not well done.
Bazoinga.
Vazoinkos.
Okay,
Um,
so she
so
also, man,
what's been going on at Aravel Rivendell before Ellie gets here? I think we got to back it up a little bit.
yeah, we really do. Okay, so Kalen is getting trained by the depressed, burnt out Rukina people.
Who are really
Um,
mean during the training.
they're really mean, and I don't think the training is safe. I'm gonna throw that out there.
I don't think the training did anything. Let me be clear with that
I
too.
was really waiting for like a. You remember earlier in the book when we saw Riss learn Dragon's Maw, and
Yeah.
then they did Dragon's Maw.
Yeah.
I thought he was gonna learn a cool technique and then use it.
I guess he learned some flying techniques that he ended up using, but it really
I
felt
mean,
this was a 6-month training arc. And when they got attacked, it did not feel like they knew what they were doing. They were in pure panic mode.
that was not good. Did they just not think Dwagons was coming?
You got to think the city you've lived in for 400, 600 years, somebody knows where it is.
Well, for sure.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Like, why?
Yeah, the plan can't just be like our glamour that does nothing to protect us other than hide us. Like that can't be the plan.
We also just sent
'Cause you can
messages to
walk right through
hundreds
that
of
bad boy.
people inviting them to come parlay with us,
Oh,
including
goodness.
Caster Kai, who's I don't think is a real character, but
Oh, can I add a weird note about Tanner?
yeah.
He sees one of the Fades and calls it one of the what's Fane's term for them? Like the Exalted or some shit?
Does he really?
Yeah.
Oh, well, he's a Lorien soldier.
That was my thought. It's like he's
Yeah.
just in that milieu.
Well, he was a Lorien like lieutenant. Like he was a high up at the city capital or at the country
I
capital.
have no evidence to suggest he's a traitor to our cause, but
No.
I just thought that was funny that he used the like Lorien Empire approved term for the Fade.
It's fine. I didn't catch that, but I mean, it makes sense. Like he spent most of his career in behind enemy gates, you know?
If he calls Effialter the savior, then I will have more questions. But as of
Yeah,
now,
that
I'll
would
let
be
it
bad.
pass. I'll let it pass.
He's like, the blood moon has finished. The savior has arrived.
Great news, guys. Fane did it. He pulled it off.
Weren't we all rooting for that?
Okay. Dragon training arc. I don't know. I don't care. What do I have to say about this? Nothing.
Yeah. Rakina summer camp on the quad was kind of entertaining where they're all just like loafing around on grass. Just
I guess.
crippled and sad. I don't know.
I mean, not nearly as cool as kooky dragon armor man from the Exile.
Valdrin, he's so cool.
Love him. I love him.
Man.
He was really sizing up Kalen, as it turns
was.
out. He was sizing him up for a fitting.
Hey,
Nice
he
little
really,
twist to yeah.
he really did a good job of active listening. Like,
Yeah.
nobody's ever listened to Kalen like that.
Big fan of him. I hope this isn't the last we see of him, but
Mhm.
he's got a rare talent to make rune stuff.
Yeah, that's going to come in handy because he basically replicates the Sentinel armor on his first
Yeah.
go with no instructions.
Yeah.
A
Is there
little
anything
bit of
special about Dan's bow?
the white bow?
Yeah. I kind of thought he was going to shoot it and be like, holy fuck, it's a laser arrow.
He needs something, man. Give him
Come
a
on,
power.
man.
Come on, Cahill.
It can't
Dan's our
just be
boy.
quips. Yeah,
I mean, he's
I don't
good.
know.
He's a very good archer. Like,
He's good. He was kind
but
of badass in this section. I'm gonna throw that out there. He's very brave.
no, he did
He
really
really
well.
is.
But
Yeah.
what do you think? He's like going to be like a Legolas kind of guy, you know, just really good at archery.
There's got to be something with the bow, dude. There's no way he just made him like. This is just a fine bow, but it's white.
Yeah.
It's got to have some sauce to it.
Yeah. Um,
Yeah.
I did like when Dan got to ride the dragon and it just made his ass hurt.
That's very good. Oh man, was this the section where we got the "Let's go have my horse meet your dragon"?
Yeah. Yeah.
That's
like,
that was
my horse,
so
your dragon.
good.
So
Yeah, boys are
great.
back in town, man.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You know
really is.
who's not one of the boys anymore though?
Who?
Aeson.
Wrist? Oh.
Little
Yeah.
dead sister scheme with Farron doesn't go well.
Aeson's. Yeah. Goddamn if it ain't the consequences of my own actions.
I
He's
know.
having one of those moments.
It was the wrong Aeson in the hole for him.
Oh, okay. I see what you did there. Here's the thing, though. He'd probably do it again.
I mean, he said that later. He said it to Kaylin. He's like, you
Yeah,
would
and
have
because,
left, right? And he's like, yeah,
when they
I would have.
Yeah, when they confront Kaylin's like, absolutely, I would have flown off like a crazy person. Like, okay, well,
sorry, bro.
yeah, yeah. Okay, to briefly recap, Aeson did not let Kaylin know that Ella was on the way because he was like, oh my God, she's going to fly out. He's going to fly out, try to capture her, save her, and he's probably going to die in the process, which was correct.
Yeah. And he inscripted
Kaylin,
Theron to join him in the deception,
Yeah.
who immediately narked him out at first opportunity.
I felt bad about it. I wouldn't have done it, but Aeson.
I do love
Anyways,
hopping in and being like, you didn't get the hundreds of letters we sent.
that's just, yeah, Theron must have been sick to his stomach when that happened.
Oh my God.
Okay. Because we're going to go to Depression Island, I do want to skip ahead in time briefly.
Mhm.
I did think it was really nice when Kaylin comes back, Dan and Ella give him a little dressing down. Hey,
Yeah.
motherfucker, I know you're mad, but like, we just got back. What are you doing flying off like a crazy person?
He deserved that. It was a selfish move.
He's got a temper. Does Kaylin have a temper issue, or is he soul bonded
Yes.
to a creature of wrath?
He is
And what
like
does it matter?
triple bonded to a creature of infinite anger, made by the gods to hate.
Should we just lodge our Kaylin complaints now?
Yeah. All right. This was a big highlight for me, though, is him forgetting where Aravel was when he tried to come back.
And he almost gets killed.
So relatable, honestly.
Yeah.
Just like, oh, fuck, where'd I put that invisible city?
Where's the, it's the Valerius, can you smell the glamour? What's
It's like
going on
losing
here?
the Batmobile when it's shrouded, you know?
Yeah.
Shit.
That's me with my sense of direction.
Yeah, it's true.
2 turns, I'm in a whole new city.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Dragon Depression Island. He goes out because the one dragon guard told him that it's there, light the beacon, and he can learn lore. So
It's a pretty loose. It's a loose reason to leave for 5 days.
Fuck you, Aeson. I'm gonna go to lore corner. Yeah, it doesn't actually make that much sense if you squint at it, but it was fun.
Yeah.
What you think of
Cradle of Fire?
What do you think of Depression Island and our 10th retelling of The Fall?
Well, it was nice. I like the Tavar lady. She always seems nice. And it was nice when she gave him a hug. You know, you don't know what you're going to expect from an ancient person that's supposed to be wanting to kill you.
And has been having a mental breakdown for 400 years.
It's tough that all of the people Kaylin's talked to who are Dragonbound have been really nice to him, like Pelennor and Tavar. And all the other people he's interacted with have tried to kill him.
You want someone in the middle?
Hrothmannir.
Yeah.
I'm waiting for him to talk to Eltuar, like, frankly. Like somebody who's
Inevitable.
kind of neutral. Yeah. But
Inevitable.
backstory of the fall, you know, I wrote a whole notes section ready to get a brand new set of lore, but it was exactly the same retelling. And in a way, I think that's right. I think that was the right decision by Cahill to be like, yeah, just because you're mad at Aeson doesn't rewrite history. And there's
Yeah.
no like secret version of this necessarily.
I I think yeah, it didn't I mean it didn't change the story of the fall, but I do think like we had talked a little bit about how it felt a little odd that these guys just kind of went off the handle and killed all their friends
Yeah.
because they're like, we don't want to be told what to do. It did give, I think it filled in some of the logic gaps there for
Yeah.
me, at least. Like, they start out as this protective force after the Bloodvar,
Hmm.
but then things settle down and they kind of just become beholden to whoever has the most money or power at any given
Yeah.
time. And then they sort of became like mercenaries. Like,
Right.
in a way, they were just like working for cash. And then that leads to killing all your
Yeah.
all your homies.
It did feel like a very human downfall.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, you just kind of get complacent and then some people get corrupt. And then when everybody's in disagreement, this one really charismatic guy came in and rizzed up half the side.
Yeah.
Got them real fired up.
Yeah. And they did talk a little bit about like Iltuar was the key recruit here. Like no
Yeah.
Iltuar, no fall. Like
Yeah.
everyone kind of fell in line after he committed to Fane. So
Yeah. But very
kind of
important
interesting.
that she endorses Aeson though at the end of it. He's like, you know what?
Yeah.
He's a good fucking dude.
That felt like it got Kalen over the hump. Where he's
It
like,
did.
I don't like how I've been treated by Aeson, but at least I know, like at core, good guy. So
Yeah.
and he extends her a friendly invitation.
Yeah. It's like, don't be
to
don't be a
come
little
fight
bitch.
to the death if she's if she's not too chicken.
Well, okay.
Cuckoo cha.
One last question about Depression Island. Did 473 unhatched dragons feel like too many?
It's an unbelievable number.
that's too many dragon eggs. Entirely too many dragon eggs.
We just had a conflict with at first 4 and then like 9 or 10, and it felt like chaos, dude. We can't have. And just for the sake of the world, we cannot have 463 creatures of wrath flying around. There'll be nothing left.
It made me really want the fall to be the first thing adapted into the screen, like more than the actual like core series itself. The fall would be an awesome like 1 hour show or movie.
Yeah, if they did a 10 episode season, episode 1, the fall.
Yeah, and it's just dragon fight central.
Episode 2,
The
Cahill
Glade.
drinking mead. Erdhart Hammersmith. Can I launch another? Dude, I'm really in my prediction bag right now.
Yeah, get in there.
Erdhart Hammersmith is a god.
No, he's the next. He's either the god of crafting
He's
or
Haraya.
whatever. Yeah, Haraya.
He's Haraya.
I like how we had the same god in mind.
Yeah. Well, it's the only one we know the name of.
Shit.
Besides Acheron and Ephialtir.
Well, that's 3 gods. That's pretty good.
Okay, but what are the other 8?
There's
there
a
can't be
Poseidon
11 gods.
one.
That doesn't make any sense, yeah.
I think there was 8.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah,
there's like
8 total.
5 druidic gods or something. But
Yeah.
What anyway,
were you saying?
Well, they're in the middle of their little, I don't know, dragon bonding session in the cave, and all of a sudden, blood moon time, baby. Oh shit!
What did you think about this?
I didn't know
Just
it was a month long.
The time skip thing. I know that they like you get a time skip, right? Like at the top of the chapter, it says like the date. It's like, okay, we've moved forward in time. But when it was actually blood moon time, I was like, wait, what the fuck? Now?
It was weird the way they skipped through the year 3081 after Doom.
Yeah.
Like really from mid-spring straight into late fall, winter, like immediately.
It's just, I think, maybe it's my fault as a reader because goddamn if they weren't talking about the blood moon being pretty soon. But it's just like, I didn't think it would be 2 chapters from now. And then all of a sudden it was here. Like I reread that section where Kalen sees the blood moon rise like 4 or 5 times. I was like, surely this is not what I'm seeing right now.
Right. And for me, like the Fane skip was actually kind of harder and harsher because the last time we had seen Barona and Fane and all those folks, like Kalen had just broken through the Inquisition jail and stolen, like they killed some of his main lieutenants And I thought there was going to be maybe something going on there. But then we see Fane just hanging out with Garamond being like, oh, yeah, they took a couple people from jail, but whatever. It's Blood Moon
No
time.
biggie. Yeah. No
Which
more
makes sense,
letters,
I
by the
guess.
way. Operation Letter off.
Yeah, it's true. There's no communication happening anywhere.
And you know who has some thoughts about letters? Suman Suzan,
Ah, yes.
author of The Art of War. Do you want to go on your Art of War rant? I don't know if you even have a rant or you're
I don't
just
even
going to
have a
say,
rant.
I'm tired of him quoting The Art of War.
I'd like him to pick any other book. It would have been a funny bit if he picked a couple of books that he
The
got to
subtle
drop
art
in.
of not giving a fuck.
Right. Maybe that's a little too sunny to read to ask of us to have some more literary references in a book.
Jordan
But,
Peterson.
dude, just pick. We don't need 5 Sun Tzu quotes in
Mm-hmm.
this series, this single book alone.
Wrist finds a book called Wealthy Father, Impoverished Father. Wealthy man, beggar man.
That's how Dan is going to learn how to govern when he somehow becomes the king of one of these lands. Like
That
marries an
would be
elf.
so good.
Rich Dan, poor Dan.
Yeah. Ryan, if you haven't gotten too far into book 5, there's an idea for you. I know you listen.
Yeah. But anyway, the line itself, just to quote it, is Garamond and Fane talking to each other. Fane being asked, why are we keeping Wrist around so much? Like, why are we putting so much emphasis on this teenage boy? And he says, there's a saying by Sumara Tuzan that states, keep your friends close and your enemies closer. And then he says, I've always felt there was something missing from that saying, and the friends of your
Remix!
enemies closest. Oh. Cahill, rewriting history.
Yeah. Sumar Tuzan, move over. Bane Mortem's here.
Well, I hate
Yeah.
sand.
I hate sand.
Which is great because just like Donkey Balls in the last section, I Hate Sand was like 1 page after that.
Hard cut. Yeah. Who says that? Was it Nira?
It's Anakin.
Yes. Correct.
It's Anila Uruk Splitter.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we get the I hate sand, which just has to be an Anakin quote, right? Like,
Of course.
knowing Cahill,
Of course.
which I love because I say that all the time. And then
It's so
Magnus, I'm going to throw it out there. HR liability, dude. He's a lech.
For sure.
You can't be acting like this in the workplace.
Oh, he's wild.
He keeps propositioning Anila Uruk Splitter.
I assume, by the way, we're over to Wrist. No, we've transitioned.
What were we doing before?
I don't know what we were doing before, but
No, this is like a fish jam, man. We just smoothly segged into the next.
listener,
Yeah,
you didn't even know when we transitioned.
Wow, are we in Madison Square Garden right now?
God, we're peaking.
In a way.
Mhm.
Yeah. Wrist at the ritual.
Yeah.
What a stupid fuck.
Dude,
Wrist is disappointing me.
the moral lessons that he's buying don't match up with the intellect of his character. And that's my problem. Like last section, it was guns don't kill people, people kill people with blood magic. This section is Garamond somehow convincing him that, well, you're going to kill people anyway in life. You may as well get something from it.
Yeah.
Which is
I
the
will
same
say-
argument of looting a corpse. Like,
I loot. I'm not supposed to loot corpses in
which is
Skyrim?
what you do in every game.
Yes, okay. I will say the applied version of the lesson I thought was okay. Like when he's
Sure.
in that horrendous battle and he has to fight for his life and kill, I could see that version being like, listen, you're fighting for your life. You
Yeah.
got something out of that you wouldn't otherwise. That version makes sense, but there have been other versions that don't hold quite as much water or blood.
Oh, indeed.
Um,
But he's got to know he's on the bad side now. You're watching a guy sacrifice.
I made a joke about it in the
rune
summary,
marked.
but like just carving fucking runes into people's skin. Everything is red. You're in the fucking evil desert. Like, come on, man.
Since when
Look
have the good
around.
guys ever worn black and red in
Never.
any series ever?
And I know I'm gonna forget to say this. I don't think this is the best place for Fane to do his ritual.
In the middle of the burnt lands.
I think you should have done it in like a bunker, set up a
Underground.
perimeter, not just like in the middle of an open field where people with sentinel armor and portals could perhaps
Well,
drop right in the.
to his defense, though, he did try to play the shell game with
He did.
um,
He did. Yeah, he had the
what's his face?
distract. He was spreading taint all across the
Yeah.
continent.
So, ooh, taint here, taint here. Oh,
Yeah,
what you gonna get?
there's nothing going to disguise the amount of taint that was showing up there. So he was in whatever place was destroyed in the fall.
Yeah, ill 9.
Ilnane. Is that the place that Kaelin heard like calling to him in the desert and he needs to go?
Yes, and it's also what I think the Lost City refers to in the Raqqa fable, but that's
I
my
did. Yeah,
guess.
I agree. I agree. Um, I
But it
thought
is
we
a good
knew that.
symbol. No, that was just our assumption.
Yeah,
Um,
I figure there's a reason he had to be there.
yeah,
Something about the amount of taint. They've talked about how weird it is that like the
right.
taint is just settled on that place. So
Yeah, it seemed like the thinnest part of the veil, maybe, but
yeah,
um,
we get some harrowing stuff about carving these runes into people.
dude, it's really. First of all, yeah, shout out Exile for giving us some really powerful backstory for this of just what
Yeah,
happens when people who aren't true believers get carved up with runes.
yeah.
Um, but it's still
Um,
pretty brutal, even for the people that want to be there.
yeah, that's yeah, very cool connection because we saw that at the end of the Exile. Like, well, I don't know what to do with this, but it seems bad. So now we know it's like the way of summoning the chosen at the
Yeah.
altar's finest. Um, and yeah, it's very painful. And if you lose faith after being fucking stabbed over and over by a crazy guy, then you just die. So, um,
Is this like fraternity hazing gone wrong? I don't know. Just like
I guess. Have you
branding.
seen that photo of when cops busted up a hazing event and it's like 50 men in their boxers in a basement?
The Friday Beers guys did a really good parody of that.
Oh, did they really?
Yeah.
That seems right up their alley.
That's pretty
Man, I
amazing.
can't wait to when you play Baldur's Gate. Is that winter? We
Yep,
got that slotted for okay.
scheduled.
Okay, I can't wait this winter. There's a scene in that reminds me of this scene.
Ooh, okay. I'm
Let's check in
excited.
hour 85 to 90 of Baldur's Gate.
Is that what happens after you punt the squirrel and then everything goes wrong?
It happens like 80 hours after you punt the squirrel or more. And in a way, it sets off a chain of events that leads to something
Fair.
sort of like this.
Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. Um, but yeah, this is a crazy scene. They got 80,000 soldiers assembled for the Lorien Empire.
Unbelievable number.
100,000 Uraks are coming at them. And then they're doing
What's
their,
Effie Alter's game?
you
He
know,
wants the ritual to happen. Can't he tell the Urax to not do this?
well, it seems like they're competing. So that's the interesting part that I forget who is talking about this at some point, but
Oh,
they're like, well, last time they were working together, the Uraks and Fane.
right.
They were all trying to get Ephialtir, but now they're actually racing to try to get his blessing first, I guess.
To get inside the taint.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not happy that I'm taint aware. I'd like to not be taint aware.
Your third, yeah. Your third taint is open. Sometimes you don't want to get taint pilled. It's better to live in a taint free world.
Wrist is taint
Sometimes.
pilled right now, for sure.
God damn, he's gobbling it up.
Oh my god. Talk about worst job in the Empire, being a priest of Ephialtir.
Yeah, you get neutered and you don't get to kiss anybody,
Yeah,
and you probably get sacrificed.
pretty brutal.
Sucks. Another
Yeah.
thing Rish should probably be looking at and thinking, this feels really bad. Okay, welcome back. We had a quick bio break. And I think we're talking ritual.
Sacrifice.
My sacrifice.
Can you take me higher?
And that's it. You know, that is kind of what he's trying to do.
He is just they're getting lifting these bodies into the sky by their runes.
Yeah,
Not chill.
tearing the veil. The KOA show up, my friend. They sense the deepest pulse in the taint. One of them shoulders a horse and sends
So
it
cool.
flying, which is just fucking awesome. Love that. You know what I thought was going to happen, dude? But couldn't have happened? I thought Rist was going to kill Kalen's brother, and I still think he might do that at some point.
I'm waiting for someone to betray someone in this larger group, you know?
There's Rist is going to do something real. Well, he already did something really, really bad, but he's going to do something really bad on a personal level
Is
very
Rist
soon.
irredeemable?
No.
You think he hasn't gone too far yet?
I mean, I think he was misled, you know? Like everyone has autonomy or whatever, but like I would point more to the top, to the Garamans and Fanes of the world than
I'm curious if Cahill writes it as a redemption to the good, or if Rist actually goes full villain.
it would be really cool if he just sticks it out
I
and
think it'd
goes
be
full.
fun, man. You're waiting for this
That does
Glade
not happen a
reunion.
lot. Yeah.
No, it
Like,
would be very cool.
or I do want it to be challenging. I don't want it to
Yeah.
be like the first time he sees Kalen. He's like, oh, these guys are bad? No.
Oh,
Really?
okay. I'll
Okay.
switch over.
Yeah. No, it should be pretty hard earned, like if they win him back.
Yeah.
Yeah. But the whole risk stuff continues to be, though it's frustrating watching our boy fuck up, there's some rich drama here.
Very much so. Also loved the pump up speech from Kalinvar. Just made me want to slay some taint.
Yeah, he's good at that. He's good at that. Pain before pleasure.
But they get kind of railed in this fight. It's a tough fight for them, to be fair.
We love joking about the KOA. I don't know. I think it's Acheron's fault, dude. You
Acheron
can't
knew what
just
he
have
was
100 knights to like stave off every calamity.
That's as many suits of armor as he could make with his
Yeah,
body.
I know. He's so busy. He's got a
So
level 1
busy.
crafting table. It takes
Yeah.
forever. Man. I was really frustrated with Rist when he's fighting the Knights of Acheron.
Yeah.
And Magnus like getting one was like, motherfucker.
It hurt. It hurt to see
yeah.
characters you like kill other characters you like.
Yeah. The Urak splitter got splitted herself.
Yeah.
Rest in peace.
Poor lady.
Yeah. There were some, I don't know, like gauging my own emotions. There were funny things that happened. Like one, when Kaylin and Ella turned on Farda, I did realize that I like Farda more than them. And I was like, do not touch my sweet boy. He's been through a lot.
The sweet prince. My mom killing prince.
Yeah. But like when this was happening, I was like, fuck you, Rist and Magnus, all of you people. I had that gut reaction.
True. Because the knights are good. Like, they can be
incompetent,
dumb,
but very good.
but they're so pure at heart. And it's like killing I don't know, man. It's like killing Lenny in a Mouse and Men. Of Mice and Men.
Of Mouse and Man.
Of Mouse and Men. The prequel.
There were too many mice, too many men. Wait, what was I going to say? You know, remember when we had this whole plot line 4 million pages ago about the Knights of Acheron wanting to become more politically involved and have allies and stuff?
Yeah. They didn't do any of that.
No, would have been helpful if you're going to parachute into 80,000 soldiers.
That's kind of my problem again with the time skip. Not to dwell on it. I don't think we have to, but in this 6-month period, which is a pretty large period for the overall series, nothing consequential feels like it really happened.
Yeah, they should have been burning the midnight oil to get ready, right? Like,
yeah, can only knights go through the rift?
Yes, you have to have sentinel armor to go through the rift.
That answers one of my questions about this. Like, even if they had allies, they can't just port them on, you know?
Yeah, and you can't put them in every possible location where
I just want them to put a dragon through the rift, bro. Just long.
Acheron shouldn't make his rifts have these strict sets of conditions.
Well, technically dragons are made by another god, so they probably don't get along.
I'm saying just alter the rules of the rift so other people can go through, because then your knights would be more helpful.
Seems like it would be
They're going to
helpful.
end up having squires a la
a
certain Sanderson series.
But even though they do get kind of beat to shit, they are helping limit the chaos of the rift opening. They kill some of the Chosen, which is like hitting a pinata in the air, which I found to be pretty funny.
Yeah, they fall from the little string.
It's just him running around slashing dudes in midair.
Yeah.
And then we get a little showdown with Fane that is inconsequential. Fane's just standing there, I guess, not doing anything.
Yeah, he like stops Kalimvar from stabbing the
Yeah.
rift, but then the next guy stabs it. So I
Yeah.
guess it doesn't. Whatever, they got it done.
And then
Um,
we get the reveal of the Chosen, though. What
I
did you
kind
think of
of
them?
I kind of want more. I'm ready for more Chosen. I
Yeah.
want to see them talk. I want to see them fight more. I want the whole shtick. They're like liquid metal. Is that
Yeah, the like molten metal steel covers them, and they're like silver, but they have red soul blades. Very interesting.
is this going to be like a Dr. Frankenstein, what have I wrought kind of thing with Fane, where he's like, I thought I was in charge. Now it
It's
feels
a
like
good
the
question.
Chosen are in charge.
Are they going to listen to Fane or to the Urak shaman? I don't know.
I don't think they're listening to Fane, man. I'm going to throw it out there.
You
I
think
think they're
Fane? Yeah.
taking, yeah, orders from a higher power.
This might end up being a thing where Fane has to ally with like the Kalen group to stop a
Can you
greater
help
evil at some
defeat the
point.
evil that I wrought?
It's like,
I
yo, I
promise.
fucked up.
Well, yeah,
You
I
can have
fucked up, guys.
Eltor.
Yeah. And Garamond.
Garamond,
This
I got
kid's,
your kid. Just help me out, brother.
yeah. Did we fully cover the death of Garamond's kid?
Yeah, it turns out Garamond's kid was feeding information to the enemy, so Garamond had to slaughter him.
Yeah. The crazy thing was we learned this from Fane's perspective, and he's like,
Yeah.
Garamond's a very by the books guy. There's no question he was going to kill his own kid, but I did stand with him on the hanging block.
I did follow him there and watch him do it.
Yeah. It's a very nice thing, I suppose,
Sure.
for Fane to do.
Sure.
There's something human there.
Yeah.
So that's
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 fight.
kind of it, man.
That's what we get.
Like most
The
of the
knights run
people we
away.
care about survive. A few
And there's
knights are,
probably an equal number of chosen now as Knights of Acheron, which
I would guess, yeah.
it feels like maybe they're the foil of each other to a certain degree. Dudes with
Yeah.
fancy armor that have soul blades. Green
I
versus
wonder,
red.
it's just like a weird
Jedi.
power scaling thing because it's like the knights do struggle to kill the fades, and these guys are supposed to be more badass than the fades. So,
Yeah, I was wondering. They do kill some of the chosen, but it's hard to tell whether they were like fully formed or not. Um, I was a little let down. We had gotten this hype up from Acheron that worse things were going to be coming through the rift. I thought we were going to get some like giants or some.
yeah. It is one of those things that makes you think about the page count of the book
Yeah,
and what we spent our time doing.
yeah,
Give me as much of this as you got,
right.
and give me a little bit less Carathlin and Nakanakas
Na-
and
Nakas.
or whatever the fuck they are.
I saw them in the glossary at the end, and I was like, "Fuck these little things."
Let's hope they are not in the next glossary.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, if we
I'll
want to
fight.
start, yeah, let's go to the giant battle climax.
Yeah. Hard to fight in a forest.
Wartime.
Hard to fight dragons. So they hatch a plan. Guerrilla
Pretty good
warfare.
plan.
I think it makes total sense.
I also
You
like
can't
that
just
they.
stand on the walls. Yeah.
Dude, I love that nobody asked Kalen for his input on the plan. That was actually really refreshing, having read like Sun Eater and stuff. Like, everyone's like, this guy's not smart.
He's angry and has
He's
a dragon,
angry.
but
He's very strong, but he has no thought about what a good
we
battle
shoot him
should
out of a
look like.
cannon. That's what we do with Kalen. Yeah.
It's a
God,
good plan.
can you
They're-
imagine the fucking Hadrian? And then a voice spoke from the back of the room. It was my own.
We split them up. But yeah, they do good. They're going to split up the Lorien army, flank them, ambush them, and then draw them in back to the spirit warriors that guard the city. And
Yeah.
that's pretty much the whole plan. And it's a pretty good plan.
And it basically works, but like
Yeah.
the hitch is that they thought they wouldn't unleash Dragonfire on their own people. That was not correct.
Yeah, they don't care.
No,
These
they don't care.
Dragonbound do not give a shit. They're here to
Cannon
win.
fodder. Yeah, we're here to kill you guys, and if we die too, well,
Yeah.
so be it. So,
But in the chaos of the forest sequence is probably I think that's my favorite part of all the book so far. It's such a fun fight.
I was even loving the prelude to it, where like
Yeah.
Dan is sneaking through the woods. He insists on wearing his white cloak, and we get
Who's still
And so I-
flirting with everyone.
yeah. But I also love like when characters like Dan show that they are sneaky, actually brave and competent. Like he's going out there, no issues. Like
Mm-mm.
he really is a badass in his own right.
He's a
Yeah,
great
we love
archer.
Dan. Yeah,
He
a great
fires
archer,
off.
man.
He kills dozens of people out there.
Yeah.
Um,
Um,
God,
Ella
I'm
is
trying to
completely
think.
frightening, but very useful.
Yeah,
She's feral, but whatever.
there's so many good highlights. Ella's great. The Nithrandir reveal was really cool.
Yeah,
The
what the fuck were those guys?
giant blue axe spirit warriors.
Just
God, that was
yeah,
sick.
like statuesque, I guess.
Like Odyssey, like the
Wait,
Luminorians or whatever they are
Lacanorians. Yeah,
yeah.
shut up. Spoiler for next episode. Wait, can we talk about when Valeris sent Fanir flying when they
Oh
showed back
yeah.
up?
Oh yeah.
We had a dog v dragon fight that went horribly for dog.
I
And
love that Fanir wants to fight the
that's
dragon.
another moment where the heart doesn't lie. I was like, dude, kill Fanir.
Yeah.
Fanir's, I just, are supposed to be lovable animals in this series are so angry. I
Fanir
don't
lost a
like
lot
them.
of subtlety, yeah.
I don't like them. They should be cute more often. They're
Yeah.
just like, yeah,
Get some Robin Hobb if you want that though, you know.
man, they are no night eyes. I'll tell you that.
Mm-mm.
Okay. Battle goes to shit, but it's Kaelin time, baby. I think is that kind of where we are now?
I want to talk about cool things that happen in the battle.
Okay, let's do it.
Balden bites through a blackthorn warhorse.
Munch. Quote Dan, I fucking love Balden. And so do we.
Well, I fucking love Balden. The
Rest in
Angan
peace.
stag, his homie, is just impaling people with its giant antlers.
Yeah. We were joking last episode about how we didn't think the Angan are buff, but
Yo, they buff.
clearly they're very buff.
Unfortunately, they both die. Those two
I
people
know.
I mentioned.
Yeah, that's
but
not great. Clan
not great.
Fenrir.
So does
Yeah.
one of the Jotnar giants. Very sad.
That was really sad. We got
Only
the,
100 left.
We got the callback to book 1 when they're talking about sharing their fires or whatever.
Yeah, man.
That's horrible. And yeah, we already talked about Dan's elf crush, but like, no main characters bowing out here, but like some very lovable side characters.
Right.
Yeah.
Kaelin burns a mage out of Spark. Spark burns him out of his body. Pretty brutal.
That was, his eyes like bubbled and turned black. That was
like
fucked
the
up.
Indiana Jones ending.
Dan does his absolute best to kill a fade.
Really good
And
job.
He gives a good go of it. I mean, talk about being brave. Yeah. He just, there's no way you have to cut its head off. I think
You need a couple more soul blades for this army, I gotta say.
Nithralis.
I'm waiting for Kaelin to know how to use a Nithral, you know?
Yeah, that's weird. He doesn't have one yet.
In 6 months of training, they didn't work on that.
Does Aeson know how to? Aeson knows how to do it.
Right. Wouldn't
Yeah.
he? Yeah.
I feel like he's done it. I don't know.
Yeah.
Whatever.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Anyway.
They should be working on that.
And then my final highlight was wheelchair Cora.
Is that Bob Burnquist out there? Oh my!
Is that a fakey 360?
He
off
just
the
hit a
ramp?
fucking fishtail ollie in the middle of the dragon
a little
guard.
Christ air.
Yeah, that I cannot believe that sort of comedy action landed for me, but I
It
loved
was
it.
so good.
That's
Wheelchair
the exact type
Cora.
of thing I would hate. But yeah, she makes a ramp, fucking pushes herself with threads of air. Hell
and then
yeah.
just
Yeah, that's a hell
What a
yeah, brother
sicko.
moment if there ever was one.
hell yeah, brother. Anyway, this was an absolute cinema scene. This was great.
This was just so good.
And it's only part 1 because then we get the dragons.
Yeah, it's like everything's going well, everything's going bad, and then I think that the focus really shifts to Kaelin.
Wagons.
3 dragons, unfortunately none of the friendly riders, which makes sense.
These are the pure evil ones that we have referenced before.
He was warned about them. I mean, Valeris gives it a good show. I don't think they said in this section that Valeris is like 70 feet long or something now.
Yeah.
He's still like half the size of these full-grown dragons.
And Helios, when they eventually meet, is like 3 or 4 times the size of.
Yeah. So this is like an impossible task. Like all they have is the element of surprise. Like
Also,
when he launches his initial attack.
It kind of now makes sense why the Rakina were so mean to him about this whole plan of like fighting the dragon guard, because it's like you get into the fight and you realize Valeris has never fought a dragon. Valeris has never met a dragon that isn't crippled and blind. Like,
yeah, it really is like entering a dachshund into a dogfight.
Yeah, and so it goes to kill the first dragon, The surprise attack works pretty well, but then it's like,
Yeah,
oh man, we got nothing here.
they're more or less just on the run.
Yeah.
Um, but fortunately, Ella's on the ground, and she
Yeah.
got a plan, baby. She enters her little. Well, she was kind of knocked out of the fight, right? Like she's being
So
carried away.
she tells him to carry because she knows she's going to
Yeah,
go like limp or whatever. So she
yeah. Okay,
tells
okay, yeah, yeah. That's what it is.
Haim, I think, to like carry me, bro. And she enters the sea of spirits.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
And she can see all the glowing souls, and she finds the souls of our fucked up dragon friends who are blind and can't fly or on fire.
They were pretty hyped to come hang out.
They were. They like. Hadn't she tried to possess a dragon or some shit
She
before? And
tried
it was
but it
like,
was the
no, thank
elven
you.
ones, and the elven ones were like, "Get the
Yeah,
fuck out of here."
yeah. She got smacked around, but these ones like let her in.
Yeah,
Um,
they're lonely.
I mean, you got to do what you got to do in war. I felt really bad for the dragons that most of them just got immediately ripped apart.
It was really sad. Like I thought they'd put up a better effort, but they
I thought
get
it was going to be like,
slaughtered.
we thought these dragons were done for. No, we have a way to use them. Well,
No.
no, we've got a way to use one of them now.
Yeah.
Man, that was fucked up.
Helminicore, or whatever the big ass stupid name dragon is.
Yeah, the Norse dragon was kicking ass.
He like rips one of their heads off immediately and throws the other one against the
Yeah.
rocks. It's like, oh man.
And from the top rope,
Yeah.
Depression Island
Depression Island.
shows right back up.
With a very pretty dragon. Pretty
Purple dragon. I love that. It's like Barney.
And she doesn't actually accomplish anything either.
No, but she did show up. Special Knights of Akron appearance from her. What if I came in and just got fucking killed? Yeah.
And then I guess what, like, I was struggling with this a little bit because they're already pretty beat up. Does Kason just, Jesus, Kaylin and Valeris, do they just go goblin mode on
At the end?
Hrothmander? Yeah.
Like after the dragons have been dispatched?
No, they have to kill Hrothmander, who's been beating them up the whole time.
Yeah, they do because that dragon had been like wounded by the fucked up dragons, and
I
they
was
were
still
able
surprised
to,
they
like,
could
rip it.
just go for it.
Oh, there's a horrible description where one of the like blind dragons got its like jaw ripped like downwards and off.
I don't want to think about it. They were so nice.
Yeah, that
Good
was horrible.
dragons.
That's just a variation of like the Cahill always talking about people's teeth getting broken.
Yeah. Stop with the mouth stuff, man.
Yeah, no more mouth stuff, more taint.
Yeah.
And then whatever. When the Dragon Guard have been dispatched, one more task to do:
Burninate
a billion soldiers. Which we don't get to see, which I think is a nice authorial choice. I thought
it is, and I think two things will come of this. One, Kaelin is not going to be loved by the Lorien army, who he just slaughtered in mass. And two, I think this is going to fuck Kaelin up a little bit.
All the killing he just did,
killing 10,000 dudes,
dude. Okay, yeah, from the author who had Dan think well, hold on. This point I was going to make doesn't make any sense. Did you catch the line where Dan was like, "I've only killed 8 people"?
Yeah,
it's like that's a lot.
Yeah,
that's 8 more than I've killed.
Well, to be fair, Dane is walking around being like 873, 874.
Okay. I think in the context of the story, it's not that many, and given who Dan's been hanging out with. But yeah, I feel like it would seem very un-Cahill if he doesn't check in on Kaelin psychologically after this.
Yeah, Kaelin's gonna be a little messed up. Yep.
How do we feel about him having to be like, "You are my beloved, you are my soul," before he does any dragon maneuver?
It's getting really old for me, to be honest.
It's too much, dude.
I understand the old language, but it's the same phrase every time. And you don't need a little check-in nose boop every time you like take a left turn.
You know that Valeris knows you love him, and Valeris loves you. You can leave it at that.
This is a toxic relationship.
I'm anti-Kaelin and Valeris. Like, I get, whatever they need to do, let's do it. But afterwards, I think they should be put to pasture.
They need some independence, man.
Do they?
They
Oh,
need a
the
break. Yeah,
relationship.
they need a break. They need some boundaries. Like,
I
I don't
agree.
know.
I also think that in the peaceful world to come, I don't know if Kalen and Valera should be in it, man.
that it does feel like there's not a
They
lot of
are a
point of the
weapon.
dragon unless it's
Yeah.
killing.
Yeah. Yeah. I that would be really interesting to see if like Cahill goes down the road of a post dragon world at the end of all this.
Yeah, it's like
Very
nuclear
intentional that
disarmament.
the yeah, and even like Fane and Garamond talk about this. Like people think our god's bad. He didn't make fucking dragons. Like
Yeah.
so it feels like that's all on purpose. That these dragons are made to be very scary and kind of fucked up. And
Yeah.
we'll see what happens with them.
And also, we don't quite know what the god's intentions are at this point. Like, once these guys get more involved, like,
Yeah,
Dragon God.
someone has like an interesting line about, Effie Altier is trying to exert more influence on this world, but someone says like the other gods like kind of don't care what's going on.
Yeah.
Will they start to care? And what are Effie Altier's larger plans? Will they
Yeah.
make the other gods care?
Speaking of this, Roka is seemingly exterminating the dragons.
Yep. He's a
He
god,
said
dude.
two more dragon guard. All the pieces are falling into place. Two more dragon guard were dead. Only 6 remain now, though one dwelled in Carvos and another in Arden. He would have them seen to shortly. There was no reason to leave loose ends untied. Do you think Roka is the dragon god? Like the druidic god of dragons?
And he's like, I shouldn't have made these
Yeah.
guys. I don't. That would be really interesting. I don't think gods do like take backs. Like in my divine knowledge, I messed up. But he's got to be some. Listen, we got like 4 epilogues here. That's the one that jumped out to me.
Yes.
I love Stu Man, and man, I hope we get more of him in the next book.
We have to. This reminded me of in Stormlight, where we get the like tattooed dude and like part of the Sleepless reveal. That was really fun.
Yeah.
As the epilogue.
I think the Sleepless is like the dividing line between hardcore Stormlight fans and normal people. Because I think if a normal person reads Stormlight and you're like, what did you think of the Sleepless? You're like, that wasn't in the book. You don't remember Wit speaking to a cricket?
a man in a robe full of rats? You know?
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, anything. So the other epilogues, just quickly, we get a declaration from the Rakina that they're going to stand with Caitlin and go to war.
That's cool.
Cool.
Ella seems kind of fucked up.
Ella's fucked
by the
up.
way.
She's fragmented.
Yeah. So I kind of assume she'll still be like that when we pick up with her next book.
Dicka intrigue. Forgot about that.
I don't even know what to say, dude.
Yeah. Kira's not in a good place. He just
doubled down on the intrigue. He's like, here's a king. I think he's been in this book before.
Yeah.
And he kills just a bunch of people and takes Kyra the hostage. And
well, it's a framing. They're framing again.
No, I know, but she like doesn't kill her because he needs her, and I just don't fucking care at all. Is that too negative?
It's not. It's a little too negative for me, but
you care a little bit.
I care a little bit. I'm intrigued.
I'm just saying, like, yeah, I get that the political situation is intriguing. We have no characters we know or care about in Dicka anymore.
Yeah, I think he was maybe relying on us caring about Kira from her brief parts a little too much.
Couldn't care less.
The problem I have at a certain point in the series is like, not every single kingdom needs palace intrigue. Like, we need one straightforward kingdom, just like with one ruler, with a personality. But now every single kingdom has a fragmented leadership structure with a bunch of people who I don't care about and I don't know their names.
Except for the Lorien Empire. Yeah.
Yeah, which is simple.
I was thinking of you when we learned in the battle that one of the 3 elven kings gets killed. And they're like, well, we still got 2. So.
Yeah. I was like, cool.
So it's checkmate to you. That's why you have
Yeah,
three kings. You can lose
that's
one,
true.
and it's really no issue. It's like
Yeah, you see
losing
what
a,
happened
a
when Arthur
kidney.
died. Everything went to shit.
Yeah, exactly. You end up in Dicka Dicka.
Yeah.
These guys are
Uh,
fine. And then we get the check in with the bloodthirsty elven lady. Um,
Salara Ethan.
she kills one of Ephialtir's prophets. She does her favorite trick, which is like 1v1 me. This guy takes her
Yeah.
up on it and she loses horribly. There's a time I was wondering, I was like, what if she just dies like an idiot?
That'd be really funny.
It would be really funny.
It's like
Just like
lightning.
complete luck. He like throws the axe and it.
Or
Um,
again, like Indiana Jones, where he just shoots the guy with the scimitar.
yes, exactly. Um, and she's got weather druids on her side,
Yes.
and they may or may not be slaves.
Which I wanted to look back at the druidic power scaling that they talked about at a certain point. Man, I can't remember where this is. But
Druids, a magic lost.
it is in Druids of Magic Lost. Oh man. Oh yes. The seer druids are the puppeteers, the all druids are the warriors, the sky druids are the instruments of change, and the aether druids are the movers. It's interesting. So
Yeah,
Ella's a seer druid. They have assumedly a sky druid with them, with the elves.
yeah. And I think based on what we've seen from Ella, I don't think Druids a Magic Lost gives a sense of how cool or powerful the druidic magic is. Because it was like, you can be a rat. It's like,
Yeah.
okay, well, it's a lot more than that. So I'm assuming the weather stuff is going to be nuts. So,
I think it's fun. Especially,
uh,
I was thinking back to the scene where Ella walks into the Elven Leadership Council and gives her war plan. And the guy's like, who the fuck are you? And Baldwin's like, she's a
yeah,
druid and the daughter of
yeah.
the chain breaker. And like, oh, my bad. My bad, queen.
All right,
Go off.
shut the fuck up. Yeah, Baldwin has her bet. The man, goddamn, do they love the Chainbreaker?
But the druid, you get a little respect when you're a druid, though.
Yeah, if or you could or someone tries to kill you.
True.
Two
True, true, true.
options. So that's it, my friend. That's
It,
of War and Ruin.
what a journey, man. It feels like this was a year of my life. This single book.
This
Too long?
this felt every one of its 10 million pages.
It's a little too long for me if I'm reflecting.
I know I went on my little rant last time about how I was coaching myself and being like, enjoy the journey, man. You know, that's fantasy. You're there for a long time, not a good time. Um, yeah, it was a little too
A
long.
little too long.
I don't know. I'm thinking about like the things that are jumping out to me are extended burn land sequence, extended dicka dicka.
Yep.
Like, I don't know if we needed. I think
Damon and
it's
his
like
flowers and stuff, you know?
I think it's sort of like the Stormlight books where it's like it doesn't need to be half the length. It's probably 100 pages,
Yeah,
and
here and there.
then this feels totally fine. But I will say the ending kind of made up for whatever shortcomings. Like
It was pretty sick.
I'm now like ready to immediately start the next book.
Well,
I won't because of the Odyssey, but like
when
yeah,
I
I could
finished
start the
reading
next one
yesterday, I
tonight. Like
immediately bought the ice. Like that's
yeah,
so yeah, I have no complaints generally.
it's
It was just a little it's hard to read a 1400 page book in the middle of a full-time job sometimes.
yeah. There are just nights where like it's nothing against Cahill, but it's like when I log off from work, like I don't want to go to the burned lands. I just want to like go on a walk or play golf or play a game or something. And it's just a lot of pages of Cahill in a row. So it's like,
Yeah.
yeah, it's just so hard to separate from like the timing and circumstances of your life, like your feelings about a book. Um,
Again, if we win the lottery, we don't have to be slaves to this podcast.
I can't wait
That
to
we
quit
do
this
entirely
podcast when
for
I'm
fun
rich
to hang out.
yeah, that we've never made a penny on, never will. I don't know. All in all, a good time, a little
Yes.
long. But the world's getting bigger. We got more magic.
I think next book is about gods. I think gods are going to be heavy.
I'm excited about, Cahill said that like 3 felt like of a piece with the first 2, and then 4 is a real big change up, a little bit of a slowdown.
Yeah.
And I think I'll like that because when people say slow down, I think they mean less fighting. And that's what dragged this book a little bit for me was
Mm.
probably too many fight scenes.
Yeah, you're the
Um,
strange fantasy reader that really doesn't love fight scenes.
yeah, no, like this ending fight scene, 10 out of
Sick.
10,
Yeah.
fantastic, loved it. But like Carathlon fights, like I could do without them.
That
Um,
really ruined you. That one like 2 chapter segment of book 2 really fucked you
it's
up.
become like my stock example of a fight scene that we didn't need that went on a
Yeah.
little too long.
It's similar, like
So
the Gwen series had too many like ambushes in the trees,
unnamed
for 3
soldiers
straight
in
books.
forest.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I don't know. I just think there's so much character drama waiting to happen.
We haven't even unlocked
Like,
half this universe, man, with all the different druidic gods and like
and
whatever planet we're on gods,
yeah. And just fun
Etherean
shit with
gods.
like Garamond and Rist and
Hmm.
Aeson and Farda, like all those people. Stuff's going to happen. And I can't wait to see.
I'm truly
Just the
invested
soap
in,
opera side of it, like, is
yeah,
going to be amazing.
and I'm truly invested in a plethora of characters. Like there are a lot of people that I'm interested in, and that's cool. That's pretty unique, to be able to draw that much
Yeah.
interest this deep in a series.
It's pretty interesting too, like how low Kalen is on my list of characters who I want to read about right now.
Yeah. Who's your number one?
Um,
Who would you want most to kick off book 4 with?
at this point, I'm most excited reading about Farda and Rist.
Nice.
What about you?
Roka.
Okay. Yeah. Well, genuinely, that would be number one because I'm dying to know who he is. But I think we just don't get that much Rist. And whenever we do, like his proximity to Fane is wonderful.
Yeah, Fane. Figuring out what's up with Fane post taint opening is very
Also
high on
that.
my list.
Yeah. Yeah. Um, okay. And then any final predictions?
I think the prediction that Fane opened Pandora's box is a good one. Like he's in a little over his
Yeah.
head. He was a little
I like
overconfident
that.
here. And I'm just waiting for it, but someone's gonna kill someone. Like so, Rist is gonna kill Haim, or Ella's gonna kill
Hmm.
like somebody's gonna kill somebody who's very important to a main character, and it's gonna cause a
Yeah.
massive fracture.
Rist killing Haim would be the spiciest version of it, but I think there's a one chili pepper version, which is, God damn, are there a lot of job openings at the KOA?
Yeah.
Someone like Eric goes
Hmm.
into the Knights of Acheron and Rist kills one of them, would probably
Yeah.
have a similar effect, but wouldn't be quite as dramatic. I'm
We
excited to see if anyone we know gets drafted into the Knights of Acheron.
True, very much. I mean, besides Erdhart Hammersmith, but
Well, he's a
we
god,
also
so.
we also have a lost, not dead sibling to think about with Valtara that hasn't been tied up.
Oh, yeah, the nephew plot.
Yep,
Baron and the nephew.
yep. Curious how that plays out, and we've got that other random guy, Viking guy, who's leading his rebellion.
In Jafane.
And Drafane and Whiskey Boy.
I
So
don't.
there's some good ones.
I'm
There's some
not
like
holding my
fun.
breath on them showing back up, but
I think they will.
it would be sad if they didn't. But
We have
it's just
2 whole books left in the series. 2 like 2,000 pages.
that is kind of nuts to think like we just crossed the halfway point like a couple hundred pages ago, and I assume book 5 is going to be this length, right?
Man,
Like there's
we're a
no
long
way
way
it's
from the
not.
Glade, brother.
Yeah, fuck. How does this all end, man?
I don't know, but I'm excited. I'm excited to find out. But yeah, tune in soon. We got the Odyssey as a little break, a nice little fun interlude next week.
Yeah,
And then we've got the Ice coming up pretty shortly after that because it's a short book.
yeah. I think like over the next 2 weeks you'll get those episodes, and then I think we're probably just going straight into Empires of Dust.
Yeah, it might take us a bit because we're all both traveling and we'll be in Chicago together. Oh,
Wow,
wow,
very
so
fun.
soon.
Going to a rave
Hell
against my
yeah,
will.
it's gonna be
Okay.
great.
Yeah. All right. Well, friends, Jarlath Naldria, blah, blah, blah.
I hate sand.
I hate sand. I hate flowers. Goodbye.